Okay guys, looking at success criteria L and M here, which is looking at using rules to find corresponding values to create tables and then to graph on a Cartesian plane. So on the left hand side here we've got a question here about drawing a table of values for y equals 2x plus 1 and graph on a Cartesian plane. We're going to focus on the table of values to begin with and just how we go about sort of filling in these blank spots down here on the bottom of our table. What I want you guys to start with is start with that equation, and then let's go and fill in and substitute in the values for x, which are along the top here. So we've got two lots of -2 plus 1. Two lots of -2 is -4 plus 1 gets us back to -3. Now we know we should start to see a pattern as we come along here, so we'll see if that happens in a second. Y equals, let's look at the next one, which is two lots of now -1. And we add 1, and that's going to get us to -1. All right, y equals two lots of 0 now for the third one here. We're going to add 1. 2 zeros is 0 plus 1 is 1. And we can see here that we are adding 2 each time. So we could probably have a bit of a guess here and verify it. But the next one should be 3. So y equals two lots of 1 plus 1. 2 ones are 1 plus 1 gets us 3. And then we're pretty certain that that one there is going to be 5. So now that our table of values are done, we want to go and put that on a Cartesian plane. Copied it across here to the right hand side, and all we're going to go now is just to plot these points. Now, you guys need to realise that this is one set of coordinates for the Cartesian plane. This is another one, and we've got 5 all told in this table. Now, the first one, which is -2, -3, we go across to -2 on the x-axis, which is just here, okay, and then we go to -3 on the y-axis, which is down to here. So there's our first point. Next one is -1 and -1, so across to -1, which is here, down to -1 on the y-axis, and where they would meet would be right here. Next one is 0 and 1, so 0 is here, up to 1, which is there. We've got 1 and 3, and we've got 2 and 5. Now, what will happen there with these graphs that you guys are looking at is that you'll have a ruler, but that will just join a nice straight line, and that line is going to represent y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, so first and foremost, fill in that table of values. Second, Cartesian plane should plot a straight line. If it doesn't, you need to